Right, g'day guys, Klint here for dropshipsocial.com. Today I'm going to be talking about whether or not you can build a dropshipping store or business part-time or in your spare time, and the pros and cons of trying to do that. So let's get started. Right, so can you build a dropshipping store part-time? And I guess in a lot of ways this is the main reason that a lot of people get started with dropshipping as sort of their leapfrog into the online world, because technically you can quite easily do this in part-time or in your spare time. But let's analyse that just quickly, because I coach a lot of people that are obviously working their full-time jobs and literally trying to make this happen. And what I find a lot of the time is they don't treat it like a part-time job, for example, okay? They're not putting the hours in. So let's look at it this way. You've got a full-time job, and just say you took on a second part-time job, okay? And because you needed the extra money, okay? And that's obviously why you're starting an online business, and that's, obviously you may or may not want to make it full-time. But the point is, when you've got a full-time job, what are you doing? You're working all day long, right? And then if you happen to get a part-time job or a second job, what happens, right? You finish your full-time job, you might have something to eat, and then you're off to your next job, aren't you, right? So let's look at it that way. So even if it's 4 hours of an extra of a night, say you work till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you knock off and you start at 7 and work till 11, right? A number of people I know have done that before. So you're working an extra 4 hours at a different job. So let's look at it that way. If you start an online business and you really want to make it work, you have to treat it like a part-time job. It may take you longer to succeed if you're not working on it full-time, but if you are working on it part-time, make it part-time, right? So put the hours in. So, treat it like a second job. So when you get home from work, you have your little break and then you go back to work. 3-4 hours every single night. Bang, bang, bang. You really need to punch and push yourself to treat it like a real business and a real commitment of your time. Because if you're doing it in your spare time, there is no spare time in life, guys, and you know it. If you're not serious about making it happen, spare time is it's a flimsy little word, isn't it? I mean, spare time can be anything. It can be an hour here, an hour there, an hour, on the weekend sometime I'll get around to it. It's not real. You need to set guidelines, boundaries, parameters. You need to say, right, I'm going to knock off work, I'm going to have dinner, kids go to bed, or whatever your situation is. 8 o'clock, I'm going to work from, 8 to 11. I'm going to bang out 3 hours every single day, every single night. Or even have the weekend off, like you normally would in a normal job. But bang out that section of time that you've given yourself. Work on it part-time, really. Not in your spare time, not whimsical hours here or there whenever you've got time. If you really want it bad, you will find the time and you'll lock it in every single night, every single day, to make it work. That's all there is, guys. You have to allot the time and give it some real commitment. Otherwise, you're not going to build any momentum and nothing's going to happen. Okay, so that's the truth of it. And if you really want to make it work part-time, treat it as a part-time job, give it the hours it deserves, and you will succeed in the end, with that proper commitment. So that's it, guys. Can it work part-time? Of course it can, but you need to treat it with respect in terms of the time and momentum you're willing to give your business. So that's it, guys. If you want to find out more, you want to ask me questions about this sort of thing, head over to dropshipsocial.com. It's a free social media platform that we've built for like-minded entrepreneurs and dropshippers, and heaps of great people over there. So check it out, dropshipsocial.com. Give me a thumbs up if you like the vid, subscribe if you're loving the videos, and that's about it. Until next time, keep living the dream, and we'll talk again soon. Cheers, guys.